And it's all illusion, because as soon as that imaginary mind stream that's separating everything into everything else takes a vacation or is pushed aside, as soon as the mind itself is no longer moving and creating these imaginary divisions, division ceases. There is no division then. Everything is an expression of what you are. That's why I've always liked that phrase where somebody asks the big guy, which in this case would be God, asks the big guy, well, define yourself. And the big guy, suppose, in the Bible says, I am that I am. That's the best description of truth that you're probably ever going to find. I am that I am. And then Popeye came along 2,000 years later and added, and that's all what I am. Which is actually an interesting thing to add on the end too. And then that's all. That's it. I am that I am, and that's all. That's all that I am. And actually, this is a direct report from consciousness itself. Consciousness looks, what does it see? It sees I. It sees I am. Does it see a chair? No. It sees I. Does it see a tree? No. It sees I. Does it see a flower? No. It sees I. Does it see a me? No. It sees I. I am. I. Everything is I. That's why I say that the awakened state is actually the state of unknowing. Literally, it's the state of unknowing. It's not the state of knowing. Knowing has a certain very sort of practical value, so we can communicate. I mean, what would we do if we said, well, I sit on I, and it would just sound ridiculous. If you spoke from truth, you actually can't speak from truth. It's not possible to speak from truth because it just sounds totally ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as, who are you? I am that I am. I mean, what could sound more ridiculous? We only think it doesn't sound ridiculous because it's in a big sacred book, right? But if your next door neighbor said it, or the person you bumped into at the grocery store, hi, what's your name? I am that I am. You think, what the hell are you talking about? Right? I mean, maybe not after a talk like this, but... You see, just because it's written somewhere that we're supposed to worship, we go, whoa, yes. But if you look at it, you go, this is ridiculous. And of course it is ridiculous, because it's communicating oneness, and there's nothing more ridiculous to try to communicate than all is one. Of course, we need these concepts of chair and person and flowers, and all these things are sort of useful to navigate the world. But sadly, we've taken our navigational tools that consciousness uses, the consciousness that's looking through your eyes and listening through your ears and feeling in your feelings, that consciousness. When I say consciousness that is aware of everything that's happening within you, around you. Everything that you are aware of because of consciousness. You are even aware of a thought that says it's mine, even though it's not. So that consciousness that can't possibly be absent. If it was absent, there wouldn't be anything or anybody to sit around noticing that it was absent. You see, you need consciousness to be conscious that something's absent.